You need a haircut. Yeah, you right there. Today, I'm gonna show you on how I cut my own hair with this $20 clipper I purchased from Walmart 6 years ago. I cut my hair every single week since I joined the military about 6 years ago. One of the reasons of why I started doing this is because I got tired of waiting for barbers. And when I get a haircut from those barbers, they used to mess my hair up. If anybody's gonna mess anybody's hair, it might as well be me. Anywho, I'm gonna show you on how I do this, and hopefully you can stop crying on your quarantine days and cut your own hair. This is how it looks. There's the clippers with the colors. That's the $20 clipper that still works, but it functions like it's brand new. With this said, today I'm going to give myself a fade like usual. All right, so first of all, just want to let you know that we're traveling 50 states. So right now I'm in the middle of the campground, and it's kind of embarrassing, so I put my shirt on. Usually I take my shirt off. So when you do this, take off your shirt, because then you're gonna have hair everywhere. For just this video, I'm going to be doing it like this. I have an outlet there on my trailer, so I'm gonna hook it up. And first thing you want to make sure is that you have two mirrors. One that you can look at yourself in front, and one for the rear. My wife uses that to do her makeup, and she uses this to do her makeup too, but since we are traveling the 50 states, I'm gonna use her stuff. You know, this one is like to look even closer, but we're gonna use this one, the regular one, and we're gonna use that one to look yourself in the back. These are the clippers. You wanna make sure it's all the way low to the setting. You start cutting. I start from bottom and up. And while you do this, make sure you don't go all the way up yet. You just start right here, make a line. Do the same thing with this side. Now you can start with the one first if you don't like to be like all the way zero, but I like to have my fade really faded. So I go with the 0. Now it's time to do in the back. So I look at myself in the mirror right here and through here, and I make sure that I'm doing it right there where I want to. You just want to make a line for right now. And this line is going to be the base. It's going to be the what they call the guideline. And by the way, guys, I'm not a barber, although my two brothers are. They never taught me. Actually, I just did this by myself when I was in the military in Japan. Some people get scared about the rear, but it's not that hard, guys. All right, now that you made a base, what I make sure is that right here is all clean. Hey, stop barking. How you doing? Hey, deja de estar ladrando, que te voy a meter.
You see, you gotta talk to him in Spanish.
All right, sorry about that, guys. This right here doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure that you are making a line like this right now. And yeah, I look ridiculous. Don't judge me. Second step, get the smallest clip, which is this one. Do not raise this thing yet. You see how it raises? Don't raise it. Yeah, go about 1 inch, just like this. And the other side. All right, now it's time for the back. Again, guys, it doesn't have to be a perfect line, because if it is, that line, if you make it really, really perfect, it's gonna be a lot harder when it's time to erase it. So I don't do it completely straight for that reason, but make sure you use it as a guideline, so whenever it's time to erase, you know where you're not supposed to go overboard. And you can do this, you can do it lower. Right now I do it high because I like my hair short. I just gotten used to it because of the military. But anyways, once I got that part done, as you see, I made two bases. The 0 and the first one right there. I don't know, I don't speak barber, but hopefully you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Okay, now I'll just tweak it just a little tiny bit, like this. Just a little bit, like a quarter of an inch. This is the other side. This step right here is important because you don't want to leave that line. You want to make sure it's faded, because if not, you're gonna look ridiculous. I'm just gonna let you know right now. All right, you raise it up a little bit again, and now you do it like almost half an inch. Don't go too hard on it. In the same place, but a little bit higher. You're gonna repeat the process of raising the clipper little by little until you're done with that base. All right, whenever you do this, you want to make sure you don't go overboard of the baseline that you just did, or the guideline that you just did. Just cut up to there. You're gonna worry about that later. Okay, we're done with this one. I apologize for that, but we're done with this one, and now we're gonna go to the second one, which is the number 1. This is the number 1. You're gonna put it back down just like that. Not like this, but like this, okay? And now you're gonna go a little bit higher with this one. Maybe like an inch and a half. Make sure that whenever you're doing this, you don't go all the way straight like this, but do it outwards. Okay, now that we're done with that one, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the second one, which is this one, a half an inch. This one is called a half an inch. So we're gonna go back to that one, right? And we're gonna start all the way from 0. But wanna make sure you start from the line that you previously left off. Now you're gonna raise it back up just a tiny bit, If you still see the line right there, go back to 0 and try to erase that part. Okay, now we're gonna raise it up half an inch. Remember guys, this is a high fade. If you want to do a low fade, then I would suggest to space it out a little bit shorter. Right here, what I'm doing is a high fade. If you're looking to do a low fade, do the process, but really in short increments. Okay. It's really hard to tell with the sun on me right now, but we're gonna go all the way up now, like this, without touching this line right here. just finished with that. Still look ridiculous. Now I need to, instead of going next to the number 1, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the number 2. This is the number 2. We're gonna go make sure that you go all the way down like that again. Make sure that it's all the way down. Okay, now that I did the number 2, I'm gonna go back to number 1 and clean the fade out. And this one, wanna make sure you definitely spike out, because if you do it like this, you will mess it up. Okay, once already went number 1 really low, go half now. Have a lot of patience in this part, because if you mess it up, you will mess the shape of your hair, and then you will have to cut it all off. I'm that serious. I've gotten bald before. See, what I like about this though is that, yeah, it's not 100% fresh haircut like everybody looks to get, but goddamn, it's free, and it only took me what, 28 minutes. That's like getting paid $25 for 30 minutes. You tell me. I don't know, there's just some barbers out there too that will mess your hair up. You tell them, oh, let me get a low fade, and they'll go ahead and put the fade all the way up to here. Or let me get a high fade, they will mess it up anyways. So might as well just do it myself. Now that we're done with the number 1, we're gonna go all the way to 3, because we already passed the 2 before. That's the 1 right here. Go all the way down like this again. In this case today, I'm not gonna be cutting nothing in the top. I wanna let it grow a little bit, so I'm just gonna pass it just a little bit right here, just a little tiny bit, just so I can get rid of that little hair sticking out right there. So now we're gonna do the beard, and what I do with the beard is I just go with the 1, put on the 1, gives a cleaner look. I hope this helped, guys, because I mean, it saved me roughly around $7,000 during these past 5-6 years, for all the tips and the driving and the time waiting and all that. That can even cost more because of the gas and the time. In this case, I want to leave myself with a little mustache. That's what I'm going to be doing. Well, there you guys have it. That's how I cut my hair for free $99. All right, guys, I just finished taking a shower, and this is how it looks. And it's sunny as heck. Give me a sec. All right, so before I leave you guys, I want to let you know to always clean your clippers before and after you do it, because if you don't, they won't last you very long. But if you do take care of them, they will last you for a lifetime. With that said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and if you haven't checked our page out of The Journey of Prosperity, be sure to do so. We have a lot of entertainment and informational videos about self-improvement and just plain and simple entertainment and traveling videos. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.